Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's Grandma Moore out here back again, feeling better. So come along. Let's see what today brings. I do want to give a shout out to my grandson. Today's his 8th birthday. Happy birthday. All right. I took this 11:50 McDonald's order for 13 and a half miles. I know it's a lot, but I wasn't in the zone yet and it's in a different part. So getting the day started. All right, I took this stacked order for 10.50 going 8.5 miles, and they're going to the same house, so that's good, and it takes me the area I like, so it was a win-win. All right, my next order was a stacked order for Myers and Aldi's for 2025. It's like 7 miles, 22 items at Aldi's, super easy. 5 items at Myers, kind of a pain. Got different shoes on and I fell. So taking it easy for a minute, but off to drop these off. Let's see what happens. Well, I went ahead and took this $13 Meyer orders, 2 of them for 19 items for 4.5 miles. But it's that weird time of the day. I debated it, but hopefully it won't take long. I just been thinking, like on my last Meyer Aldi order, the one person didn't tip at all, the other person tipped decent. Do you think it's fair that they group a no tipper with a good tipper? I just don't think it's fair. The no tipper, it should take them a while to get their food or whatever. I think, at least $1. Hey, I acknowledge your service. So I don't know. I was just a little frustrated, and that order was a little difficult because of the cat litter. She wanted a special kind, I couldn't find it, and then not to tip and be specific, it's just frustrating. And then to piggyback on somebody that was a decent tipper, that's not, I don't think that's fair. It's a shopping day, so they sent me a $23 order for 28 items. It's a stacked order, and as long as I do it in an hour, I feel like it'll be worth it. It's only 4.5 miles. So I was had more miles than money, and now I am got more money than miles. So that's good. I think this shopping order will help me with that as well. It is just now lunchtime. It's 11 o'clock. And the thoughts that are going in my head is, would I make more money doing food orders or doing this $23 shopping order? I don't know the answer. It just seems like it depends. And the food orders could be fast or slow. This I haven't looked at the items, but I'm pretty fast at Myers. But Aldi's and Myers both are rearranging all their shelves. So that's a little frustrating trying to figure out where everything is as they're rearranging. I have no idea why they all of a sudden rearranging. But I don't know. If food at lunchtime it would make more money than shopping. Have to try it sometime, I guess. Well, that Meyer order for $23 took less than 45 minutes. So that was well worth it. And then they sent me one for $13 for 15 items. But I ended up unassigning it because after I looked at it, there was all these weird things. It wasn't going to be fast. So, all right, $18 for Jaggers going 8 miles. So that's good. Yay. Well, that ended up being 21 something, and it only took 25 minutes, a little over 20 minutes. So there goes my theory about the whole 45 minutes shopping order. This was half the time and about the same amount of money. So, all right, already hit $100 and it just turned noon. This is good news for me. Today's devotion was about no greater love. And the verse that I wanted to read is John 15:12. This is my commandment, that you love one another just as I have loved you. And it goes right along with the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. So in the devotion, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. I just got a Chick-fil-A order for $7 going 3 miles. Right, the order's been picked up. So where did we leave off at? Well, the devotion talked about how, as a parent, you just love your children. You do almost anything for them. And, um, you have that parent intuition. And it talked about God loves us even more than we love our own children. And, that's pretty amazing because I love my children. I do anything for them almost. There's a few things I wouldn't do, commit a crime or something, but maybe. No, just teasing. Um, and so if he loves me more than I love my children, that says a lot. But as it continues on and it talks about, how how do you show that love? You show that love by loving other people. And, you know, that's how we reflect. One thing that I always was taught was when people look at you, if they're not a Christian or whatever, and if you say you're a Christian and you're not living the life, then you're not being a good role model. So I always try to think about that too. It's like I wasn't sure about going to college and I was older, already had my children and everything, and but my oldest daughter was like in middle school and I really wanted her to go to college, but how could I encourage her to go to college if I hadn't went? And plus, how can I help her through college if I didn't have that experience? So it really motivated me to be a good role model for my children to do those things, but I couldn't help her if I didn't do it too. And, I just think about things like that, like how do we become a good role model? By being nice to others. Earlier today, this guy cut me off and I was pretty upset. I might have said a few choice words in my car. And then when he turned, I wanted to honk my horn and do things I shouldn't have done. And I didn't. And I thought about the golden rule, like I talked about on my devotion video. And I'm like, all right, I don't know. Maybe he was in a hurry for something. Who knows? So I just said my piece to myself. I didn't react where anybody could see. So I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to so bad. You know, I did say he was a idiot, but I didn't. I mean, I looked at him, but my windows are a little tinted, so I don't think he saw me. And I don't think he cared anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But that's definitely not being a good role model. I need to work on that for sure. So I thought it was a really good devotion that went right along with the whole golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. Love others like God, I know we can't love others like God loves us, but we can try to love others as much as we can, and especially with like the climate, with all the different things going on and everybody having different opinions and standing strong on their opinions. I still love you no matter what your opinion is. You're still a person. You still uh, are trying to survive like I'm trying to survive. So I think right now is a good time to remember to treat others how you want to be treated. Love each other no matter what the differences are, and be a community. And I think that was a good devotion to kind of put that all together too. Especially like doing DoorDash. I mean, I was kind of frustrated earlier, with the whole no tipper being added to the tipper. It's like that's not fair, but do what I gotta do and let it go. Even though I don't think it's right, let it go. All right, I took a $26 order going 15 miles for 9 items at Myers as two separate items. But I only made $7 from 12 until 12:45. So I'm like, all right, I could do this pretty fast. It is kind of far, but it's better than making $7 in 1 hour. So, well, I took another high mileage order. It's 12.50 for like 14 miles. But I'm at 133. I'm this close to making my 150 for the day. So, like, I'll just take it. It's 1:30, almost 2 o'clock, that weird time of the day. Got a couple of weird times, like the 10 to 11 and 1 to 3-ish, 1 to 4-ish. So, taking what I can get. I just find it interesting in this particular case. The note was make sure it's fresh, ask him to make it fresh because he keeps getting cold food. He tipped $4.50 and it was over 14 miles. So that tells me he gets a lot of cold food when he orders. Um, Definitely don't pay enough to ask to make fresh food. You don't even pay enough for hot food, but for that far away, I just found it interesting. But it's been a fantastic Thursday. I'm already at $146. I always like to make 150. And it's only 1:15, so I've only been out for 6 hours. Do you think that you should ask them to make fresh food whenever the tip don't go along with the miles or the whole time aspect of it? Or do you think uh you just deliver it? I think you should just deliver it. He has to learn to tip better or order something closer to his house. And I wouldn't even have brought that up if it wasn't for his comment. So, funny thing is, I'm taking this $18 order from Myers uh to the same house I just went to that said they wanted fresh food, but it's $18, 12 miles, 10 items, and it's closer to my house, so this will be my last order of the day. But I found it funny that's where I'm going. Oh well. Too bad I didn't get them both at the same time. That would have been a wonderful order. Well, that definitely took longer than expected because they are redoing the all the shelving, and the things they wanted was right where they're working. So I had to wait for them to go in the back and get items and trying to find stuff. So it's not the customer's fault on this one. It's just that Myers is rearranging everything and it's not updated in the app yet. And then some of the shelves aren't put back together yet. So 20 minutes away. It's almost 3:30. I'm only about 10 minutes from home. I had planned on working about another hour, but there's no sense in going back to the other zone. And, I probably get one order. It just isn't worth the gas. So I ended it. Worked a little over 7 hours today and made $164.27. Went about 124.5 miles. So it was a really good day. Stayed busy. Rocked it. I hope tomorrow is that good. I like it when I'm busy. It keeps me focused. I know I went more miles than I probably should have, but it worked itself out in the end. I did have some orders I declined, but location or some of those were $2 and $3 I wasn't going to take. I hope you all are being very profitable and you're very happy and everything's working out good for you. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy having you all comment and liking. Be happy. God bless you.